guys, I'm back and we're here with something pretty fun. We're gonna do the Chud Woke Values quiz. That, you know, all the rage in the VTuber community right now, you know, might as well give it a shot myself, right? What is Chud Woke Values? Chud Woke Values is a test that's kind of fucking stupid. At the end of the quiz, your answers will be displayed on the compass, okay? Let's do it. All right. You will be presented with a series of statements. For each one, click a button with your opinion on it. Do I care? Shuffled? Sure. I support doing land acknowledgements. Fuck no. Animals deserve certain universal rights. No. Presence of another culture is no threat to my own. Neutral? I mean, this is... I'll do slight disagree. I'll do slight disagree. Slightly. Presence of another culture is no threat to my own. So let's slight disagree. I'll do slight disagree. Oh, men only. I have... Okay, well, not a man. Parents should hold absolute power over their children as they are older and more experienced. Parents should hold absolute power over their children as they are older and more experienced. Yeah, strongly agree. I put pronouns on my bio. Strongly disagree. Transgender people are the gender they say they are. Strongly disagree. I'm not non-binary. Online harassment or cancellation is a serious issue. Yes. Homosexuality is against my values. I'm gonna be real, I don't really care that much about it. Like, I think that in some cases it doesn't have good results. In some cases it does. It just depends on the person. It's acceptable to make fun of generalized groups. Yeah, I know everybody's gonna disagree with me on that. This is what I mean. This is what I've been saying, guys. This is what I mean. How could I be a grifter if I disagree with chat on stuff constantly? How is that possible? It's acceptable to make fun of generalized groups. Yeah. My romantic partner is the same race. I am single, a different race. How many genders are there? At least 3. Double digits or more. How many genders are there? Only 2. At least 3. Only 2. At least 3. Double digits. I don't like it. Only 2. My hair is dyed. No. Women only. I dress. Oh, geez. Alternative. I dress alternative. I'd say I'm fine with police and government forces using violence against... Yes. Fuck yeah. Why not? That's dumb. Why wouldn't you? It's acceptable to make fun of somebody based on their identity. Yeah, you can make fun of anyone for whatever reason. It is immoral for a country to invade and or claim another land for resources. It is moral for a country to invade or claim another land for resources. Specifically for resources? I think this is neutral. It depends. There's a lot of situations where it is moral. There's a lot of situations where it's not. I'd say it's neutral. My country or people should apologize for crimes and wrongdoings our ancestors have committed? No. I read contemporary philosophers? No. Sometimes I put negative. I put slightly disagree because I guess sometimes, but not really. I am actively religious but rarely active, agnostic, unsure other, religious but rarely active. A strong hierarchy is desirable for a society. Strong hierarchy is desirable for society. Neutral. Fundamentally, our society is sexist and patriarchal, and this is a bad thing. Strongly disagree. I like anime. This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. This is so stupid. This is so fucking... I am waiting until marriage. Neutral. People describe me as... Wait, can I go back on that? Yes. People describe me as judgmental, abrasive. Neither of these. Am I judgmental and abrasive? Do people call me that? Am I both? Do people call me both? I don't think I'm that judgmental, to be honest. I think abrasive. I'll say abrasive. Sure, why not? I prefer the city, the suburbs, the countryside, the countryside. Is it acceptable to make fun of somebody based on their appearance? Yes. Countries, well, okay, see, I mean, the thing is, there's like a level to it, right? Like, you know, obviously there's a level where you're just being like cruel. But there's like a level where you're just making fun of friends. It's fine, right? Countries such as U.S., Australia should give a countries such as U.S. and Australia should give a portion of their land, particularly important sites and land. No. Gender should be abolished. No. We should end programs that support diversity, equity, inclusion. Yes. Death penalty should exist for certain crimes. Yes. Abortion should be legal in all circumstances. Strongly disagree. Family should be abolished. Strongly disagree. Whatever else you think of him, Donald Trump should be recognized as a very funny man. Yeah, he's funny. I celebrate or strongly support Pride Month. Strongly disagree. Women only. How much of a domestic labor, childcare, cooking, cleaning do you or would you do in a relationship? this is a weird question to me because I feel like it depends. It depends on like the what's effective. Say it. No, it depends on what's effective. Because like, let me give you a good example, right? Say the woman makes a shit ton of money. It doesn't make sense for her to do like the cleaning and stuff like that. So it depends on what is effective for the two people. And I think in most cases, obviously it's better for the woman to do it, but it highly, I'm not really tied to like a specific ideology in terms of like roles in a relationship, as long as it's effective for the people. How very woke of me. I'm sure, or whatever. I don't really care. You call me woke if you want. Oh, it's how much am I willing to do? Wait, how much of a domestic am I willing to do? I mean, I'm willing to do all of it if that's what was effective for the if that's what we needed. I'm totally down for that, right? So it just depends. It's called efficacy. Yeah, exactly. So like my whole idea is, why would I tie myself down to rules? Why tie yourself down to rules when you can have a better solution? Does that make sense? Right? Like, why would I say, well, I'm the woman, so I have to do this, or like, oh, you're the man, so you have to do this. When really, what matters is what creates the best situation for everybody. That's the important thing. Is adaptability. Yeah, exactly. You want to work together. Yeah, obviously, it's a work together. I'm not saying that the woman should be like, listen, man, I make more money than you, so fuck you, and you go do all the woman stuff. It depends on like the relationship dynamic of like both of them, what both of them are okay with, whatever brings out the best in both of them. That's what matters, because it's like you're both partners in it, right? So you should be party members, and you should handle things in a way that is most effective for everybody. Like, I think it's retarded to be like, oh, well, I'm just so tradwife that I don't want my husband ever touching a single dish. I will do all of the dishes. But then like, your time could be better spent on other things. And there are other things that matter too. Like, let's say, for example, right? Let's say that you had 10 kids, all right? Now, doesn't it make more sense for like maybe your husband then to do like some things to like help you take care of that, if that was the problem, right? So like, it depends. I don't know. I don't like this question. I feel like this question's bullshit. I'll just how much do you or would you do? Like, I'm just gonna do most. I'd say do most. It depends. What it really is who's the sword and who's the shield in the relationship. That's the important part, right? I'll just put most. Deportation is legitimate even if no crime other than overstaying a visa. Deportation it's asked. No, it doesn't say that. How much would you do? Well, I guess it depends again, but I guess how much is it willing? If it's willing, then almost all. Because then like if I'm in a case where my husband has like my husband is way more effective, like sword wise in a relationship, then there's no reason for him to do it. It's much better for me to not do it. It's much better for me to take care of everything and make sure that like when he comes home, he's taken care of, and like, he doesn't have to worry about any of this shit. So he can focus 100% on like winning, I guess, right? Would mean willing. Okay, I'll just say almost all then, because that's actually how I actually would do almost all if that were necessary. If that were optimal for us, then yeah, I would, of course. Deportation is legitimate. This is what I mean, guys. I try my best to not get ideologically captured. Does that make sense? Like, I try not to let I don't want the ideas to own me. I want to own the ideas. So like, if the ideas ever become not useful to me, then I will change them, basically. Deportation is legitimate even if no crime other than overstaying visa has been committed. Yes, strongly agree. Wait, did I answer that right? Deportation is legitimate. Strongly agree. We shouldn't expose children to gay or transgender people until they're older. Strongly agree. I think it's highly likely that there is at least I don't know if it's all of it, but it seems to be the case that there is a social contagion aspect to transness. I think all the data points towards that. So I think it's a bad idea to expose it to children. They're not really prepared for it, like mentally. They're not like mentally developed enough to like deal with ideas like that will one-shot them, right? Many of the colonized benefit from colonialism. Benefited. Oh yeah, of course. What the fuck? You kidding me? Just look at the places that got colonized and the places that didn't. Gender is a social construct, not a natural. I mean, I guess I'm assuming they're talking about like European colonialization, obviously. Gender is a social construct, not a natural state of affairs. Strongly disagree. If entertainment media or commercials have a certain identity makeup whether if entertainment media or commercials have a certain identity makeup, whether that be a lack of diversity or forced diversity, that upsets me. I don't care about this. I care about this. I hate this a lot. Well, whether it be a lack of diversity. Actually, I'm fine with lack of, hold on, wait. I'm fine with lack of diversity. Depends on the setting. Or forced diversity. Forced is definite. Well, yeah, forced is bad, natural is good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll say strongly agree. To eat meat is morally wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Drew says, I'm biased in favor of splitting household duties down the middle because I want you to keep streaming when you are married, Leaf. Yeah, that's what I mean. Right? So like if, for instance, if streaming and affecting the culture, right, positively, if you would consider that to be a general good, then like there's no then to expect then to tell me to stop streaming if that was effective for humanity would be a bad idea, right? So in the end, what matters is like what are the total results of like of the action that you're doing. And this is kind of what I mean by I don't really fit the mold, right, when it comes to, right, because there's a lot of people that are like, oh, me, I'm trad wife, always trad wife, yeah, of course, like that's it. And I'm not like that. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. I think in general that is a route that that route should definitely not be looked down upon. I think it's a good role and that a lot of women are good at it and they should do that. But I think that using that rule to dictate your life is just retarded. Like when there's other things that you could be doing that are more effective. We should keep all sovereignty at the national level rather than granting powers to the, or yeah, fuck these guys. What the hell? Strongly agree. Wait, did I do it right? You should keep all sovereignty in national. Yes. Men should hold a position of power over women in society. Men should hold a position of power over women in society. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I am publicly out as LGBT. Strongly disagree. I am attending. Wait, does it count if, guys? Does it count if I'm not? Okay, hold on. Does it count if I say I don't really care? I'm trying to be honest here. Does it count if I don't really care? You don't care what you? No. So like I tried to explain this to people. I'm not really attracted. I'm only attracted to anime. Who the fuck is Leaflit? I know that sounds stupid, but it's the truth. Yeah, I'm like a serious antisocial, so I'm like only attracted to anime. But when it comes to like a like, you know, like a husband or, you know, whatever, if it comes to a husband, I only care about like their personality. Like I don't really get attracted to people physically. So like afterwards, so like basically I could meet somebody, get to know them, and then I become attracted to them. Does that make sense? So like I don't see like people. So like, okay, so here's the thing. I can see people and be like, that person's really attractive. But then I don't see a person and go like, I want to fuck them. Does that make sense? So what would that be called? Does that count? Or is this like an identity thing? Because like I say this openly, right? Like I'm not like that's not okay. Because yeah, I don't talk about it, right? Like I mean sorry. I bring it up if it's a part of the conversation, but I don't like go out of the way to be like, by the way, guys, I'm like, you know, weird sexual anime sexual. I don't like bring it up all the time. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is to this. I guess disagree. Maybe I just do regular disagree, slight disagree, neutral. Okay, I'll go neutral. I'm attending or have attended a school. Yeah. Guys, does it count if I was there for like a couple months? It doesn't count, right? This is like you actually went to college, like for longer than like a short amount of time, correct? Doesn't count. Okay, I did. Yeah, fuck that. Hex, thank you so much for the 100. Leaf, are you gay? If yes, strongly agree. If no, strongly disagree. If anime girls, then disagree. I put neutral. Within my political movement, company or social group, we should elevate voices from minority. What? Within my political movement, company, or social, we should elevate voices from minority and identity groups? Okay, actually though, we kind of should. Do you want to know why? We should because they care about it, so we can attack them with it. Because we can attack the left with it, right? Yeah. So then you would do it, right? You would elevate. Okay, so for instance, if there's black people and gay people that hate commies and hate the woke people, we should elevate them to talk shit about them because then it's super effective. It is. That's what detransitioners are for. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we use the detransitioners for that shit. It's super effective. But then if it comes to like, oh, we should elevate them for no reason, then obviously that's retarded, right? That's not how this poll interprets the logic. Okay, guys, so should I answer based on what I would actually say, or should I answer based on what I think it's asking me? Yeah, okay. Well, I gave you guys the reasoning, right? You heard the reasoning. I kind of like these tests, though. You know why? I like them because it lets me think about my reasoning behind things. Right? Like I get to think about the reasoning behind why I think these things, and it's very fun. The true answer would be neutral. Yeah, I'm just gonna say you would strongly agree. The true answer is strongly disagree. Okay, fine. I'll do it based on the spirit of the question. Okay. Identity groups such as race, gender, and disability are more significant divisions than economic class? What the fuck? I respect people's neopronouns or xenogenders? Absolutely not. I like offending people and intentionally saying provocative things. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, chat, okay? I don't actually like people getting mad at me. Like, for reals. Like, actually. Like, I don't like it. Like, it feels very bad. It feels bad. It sucks. But it needs to be done. Am I wrong? I'll say, like, agree. Borders and non-nation states should be abolished. What? No. People should be treated equally regardless of race, gender, or creed. Yes, actually. Strongly agree. Men only. So, there are some words or phrases people should be socially punished for using. Yeah, actually. I'm kind of neutral on this, actually. Because I feel like if you're telling, specific words are, hold on. This is about words or phrases. Some words or phrases people should socially punished for using. I gotta think about this. You mean like the hard R? No, of course not. I think it's fine because I think that one's fine. Words or phrases. Like, for instance, if there were people in America saying like I hate America and America should burn, then I definitely think people should be like, you're a fucking retard. Don't you agree? Socially punished for using. Oh, you mean like only using the words, like as in the meaning doesn't matter? Oh, if that's the case, then like the intent doesn't matter behind it, that it's just for the, okay, in that case, there's some words or phrases people should be social punishment for using. I disagree then. Yeah, if it's just based on the words themselves and not the intent, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna strongly disagree with that. It's good when companies publicly support progressive social causes. No, because I know what that means. Neopronouns or xenogenders aren't legitimate. Strongly agree. Telling somebody to kill themselves crosses a line. I followed the health advice and masking recommendations during COVID. I didn't get boosted. But the problem is I wore masks anyway. So this is kind of unfair. This is an unfair question for me because I wore masks anyway. No, I did it before though. I did it before everyone did it. Because you know how I coughed a lot? Like I cough a lot like when I get sick, and I didn't want people to be uncomfortable. So I would wear them. And also it was great because I got to hide behind the mask. So it was great. But then now it's uncool. See, before it wasn't a problem, but like now it's like so gay, you know? Like, yeah, now it's cringe, dude. This sucks. You stayed home all day? I did. Yeah, you know what? That's true. I did stay home all day. Wait, but actually I didn't listen to them for a lot of things. Like, I went and did stuff. Like, when I had to go outside, I didn't really care about their, what do you call it? Their, dude, I got COVID and it was fucking ass, bro. Like, it was so shit. The worst part is I couldn't taste anything. You got COVID and almost died? What the fuck, Tazuto? Is that real? How long did it last? Dude, my mom gave me COVID. It was all her fault. You know what? You want to know what sucked too? You want to know the worst thing? You want to know what I was going to have for dinner the day that COVID hit me? Like, the day I stopped being able to taste. Do you want to know what was for dinner? Coco Ichibanya curry. How fucked up is that? Like, actually fucked up, man. Like, absolutely heartbreaking. It was terrible. The only, you know what was like my lifeline during COVID was grapes and chicken soup, like Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Those were the main things I could taste, and I was eating them like nonstop. Right. Thank you so much for the 100. Thank you. But did you wear the mask based on the recommendations? Actually, you're fucking right. Angel the Mariner, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. You know, I'm gonna say like disagree. Races are a scientific reality. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What do you mean? I strongly agree. I think it's particularly offensive for people to say slurs. Depends on the context, I think. I don't really think it matters. Like, the thing is, I can see it being offensive. I can see people being offended by it. I think it's particularly offensive for people to say slurs. You mean like societally offensive? I feel like there's so much nuance in these questions that it's missing out on, you know? These questions need more nuance, and they need to engage with me more, you know? I'm not being engaged right now. I put strongly disagree. It's a state's right to enforce the unity of culture and language. No, neutral, because I think in some cases I think language is important to like have like the state have like one language as like the official language on all official documentation, and this is the language that should be used for like you know, publicly related stuff. I think that's important. Culture, I don't know about that. I'm just saying neutral. The family is the most important unit in society. Strongly agree. I have compared real life political events to mainstream entertainment. Wait, I have compared real life political events to mainstream entertainment. Yeah, I do that. I do that all the time. I support reparations from slavery. No. No one is illegal on stolen land. Nope. There is a racial inequality in society that disadvantages certain groups. Women, my hair. It used to be this, but I cut my hair, so it's this now. I'm not non-binary. All right, there it is. Apparently, I don't act chuddy enough, guys. You got like the same? Chudlet confirmed. Jeez. All right, there it is, guys. There it is. I got somewhere towards the chud. I am like pretty far on the chud, but I don't act very chud apparently. I mean, I act kind of chud, but not like as much as I am chud. It looks like I'm on the 89%. 89% chud, and only like 75% acts chud. Diet chud. I wish I could ask for clarification on stuff, you know what I mean? When will Chudlet be in the music video? I'm a little more to the left. Yeah, anyway, that's it. I mean, you know, it was fun because I got to think through a lot of things, because there were a lot of things that could have gone either way. It just really depended on like what the context was of the question, right? Hoping to fund a Rumble only stream for you and Powder to go all out. I know she was worried about getting you in trouble for TOS because she held back a little on the abortion talk. That sounds fucking amazing. Actually, if she wants to do that, I'm totally down. Actually, the thing is, to be honest, like, I'm not really afraid of my beliefs. Like, I'm totally willing to discuss it. So it's like, because I can justify everything, right? Like, I have thought through a lot of what I believe to the point that I can justify it. So it's not really like, I'm not really worried about it, right? Because at that point, if people don't like me for whatever my belief is, and that's kind of up to them, right? I don't really have anything to do with that, right? But chat wants to hear slurs. I hate to disappoint you guys, but I actually don't really slur that much. I say retard a lot and gay. That's about it. And quango. Those are the only ones I use. Let me tell you why, guys. It's because I just feel, I'm just being real. I feel like if your conversation requires it, that you slur all the time, I think it looks kind of retarded. Like, personally, like, I just think you look kind of retarded if you do that. Like, if I ever have a conversation with somebody and like they come in and they're just like N-word this, N-word that, like this, I'm just like, oh, you're kind of retarded, you know? So I don't really want to do that. So not really my thing. Look, I don't really get offended though, right? Like, if people want to say that shit, I don't really care, right? Obviously it depends on the context of it, right? Operator Grizz, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. It's intellectually lazy, says AM Chips 58. Yeah. What's funny is, I don't know if you guys knew this, but did you know that retard was the politically correct version? Because before they used to say moron. They used to say moron and idiot, and then people were like, that's mean. That's politically incorrect. You should say something like retarded. And so everyone started to say retarded, and then that became the bad thing. But I can say moron and idiot with impunity, right? Like, I can say it all day. I can say moron, you fucking idiot. I can say it all day. But then the instant, you know, you say retard, some people freak out about it, right?